Okay, let's review, please, the test. We're gonna review that. Erase this course management. Manage. I'm gonna erase this one. Okay, so let me review this. Module D. D4. So this was 37. 59. Oh, you got 96. That's great. Yes. Okay, so you took the test twice, basically, right?
Mm, yes, it was kind of weird because there were there were single activities, for one for listening, one for reading, and then all together I didn't understand.
Okay.
And I
But
think it was kind of the same thing.
you took, like, let's say you finished this and then the same questions appear all over again, right?
Yes, I started with the consolidate all of it,
Yes.
because I thought it was more important because I had the the just time. Yeah, I had
Okay.
to do it quick.
Okay, so this one, okay, so we're only gonna count this one, the one that you did first.
Okay.
Let's review here. A hundred, great. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Here you have a mistake.
A,
tank,
B,
3,
C,
free,
Mm,
D,
vote,
A,
tank,
B,
3,
C,
free,
mm. ¿Verdad, teacher?
I think
D,
vote,
it's B, right?
Yes, but it sounded like the same or not.
Yes, it sounds the same. Yes, I guess you're right. It's a mistake that anybody could have made.
But that kind of question is evaluated in the TOEFL or not?
No, no. Right now we don't have like you're gonna have the TOEFL course at the end. This is in order to improve your
Yeah, right.
everything, right? But no, you're not gonna have that type of question. Don't worry.
Okay. That's
You don't
better
have
because
confusing questions in the TOEFL. Don't worry. Here, yes, in the person you have some confusing questions. I've seen them, like this one.
yeah.
It's a little bit confusing. Okay, let's please see here. It was, yes, it's B, but I guess I would have made the same mistake. Probably, I don't know. Okay, so, and then you have in reading one. Do
That
you need
was
to read it?
yeah, I had that the time. Yeah, it was. I did that really quickly because I had a short time. But
Okay, others will become angry.
it's-
Early.
but well, the sentences were a little confusing, but I didn't know how to
Let's see.
order that.
Reading one. So here it says like athletes get angry when playing sports. Yes. Athletes lose their focus. Athletes perform poorly. Uh concentration. And what did you say here? Oh yes, you order them but backwards. First they
Mm,
lose their focus and then they perform poorly. It's what it says here. It says that uh so it says that the behavior causes a change in the way the athlete is playing the game because his attention is no longer in the game. The result of this attention shift is poor performance. So first they lose their focus and then they perform poorly, right? So that's the order there.
mm, I think I put that in the wrong order because here says at the beginning, they usually perform poorly, but
Oh, okay. Yes, I get it. Athletes who become angry do usually perform poorly. Uh, yes, but they're saying that generally, they're
yeah,
trying.
okay.
They said like a general statement, and then they try to like explain why they perform poorly. Okay, so I believe that yes, of course, in the text is mentioned before, but it's mentioned before because you're trying to talk generally, and then you're gonna talk all the details here,
Okay,
right?
that makes sense. Okay.
Okay, great. So that's it. Okay, great job. Let's move on. I'm not gonna review these ones because I'm only gonna go to the last one. This one, this is B4. You have 98, only one mistake, let's see. What's the mistake here? Why did Talia think Jackie Baker voicemail was odd? Well, let's watch.
Shoot, my cell phone's dead. Can I use your phone for a moment?
You seem really angry. Are you gonna yell at someone?
No. Maybe. Probably.
In that case, be my guest.
Hello?
Hello, Nick. It's Talia. Remember me?
Yes, obviously.
I wasn't sure. You seem to have trouble with names and faces and facts.
Really? I used to have a good memory. I remembered you, didn't I?
Okay, let's get down to business here, Nick. I'm at the Gower building right now. There is no Jackie Baker here. There has never been a Jackie Baker here. And to make matters worse, they've never even heard of Kick Shoes.
That's ridiculous. You've got a business card. You're at the Gower building?
That's right.
But I met Jackie there. I met her there. She took me to lunch. Have you tried calling her?
I called before I came, but I got voicemail. One of those generic messages like, the person you are calling is not available. I thought it was odd.
Look, Talia, I don't know what I can say. I'm telling the truth.
Well, someone is lying. And if you think you're going to see a favorable story on Newsline, you're wrong. Goodbye, Nick.
That was good.
Why did Talia think Jackie Baker message was odd? The voicemail didn't work properly, no. The name was not mentioned in voicemail. I guess that's B, because she said there was like a standard voicemail. You don't mention the name, but
Business card. You're at the Gower building?
That's right.
But I met Jackie there. I met her there. She took me to lunch. Have you tried calling her?
I called before I came, but I got voicemail. One of those generic messages like, the person you are calling is not available. I thought it was odd.
Look, Talia, I don't know what I can say. I'm telling the truth.
Well, someone is lying.
yes, I think it's B.
Yeah, because there was a voicemail, but
Yes,
Yeah.
let's see here. Listening 3.
it
Yes,
wasn't
B.
mentioned.
Okay, great. Let's move on then. We've already finished. Good job. Really, Nadia. Keep on doing that. So,
Teacher, I think I need to get more than 90% of the grade, but of what is that? Of the older module, the 2 modules?
so you're saying like 90%? Yes. So here, let me review here. I showed you, didn't I, that where's my PDF? Hold up.
At the beginning, I think.
Yes, it was at the beginning. Hold on,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that. But it's more than 90% per module. Okay, so per module. So here we've already finished module B, I think, right?
Yes, I
Which
think.
yes, right? So we did module.
But where I can see my grade, I think my whole grade, right?
I'm
From
gonna
the-
send you the it's like a report card. I'm gonna send that to you.
at the end of the
No, no,
15 days, I think.
no, no, I'm gonna send that to you on Sunday.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you because it's gonna be like the final test. I don't know. Here it is.
Yeah, plus the homeworks, plus I
Yes,
don't know.
homeworks and quizzes, right? So
Yeah.
everything is there. So
Okay.
on Sunday I'm gonna show you. Okay. Let's do
Okay,
that.
okay. No problem.
Okay, let's move on here. And okay, so we already did letter B. Let's start with letter C. Let's please read.
Okay, listening, predict what someone knows, listen for specific descriptions, listen for main ideas about how people try to solve problems, listen for descriptions of clothing and accessories at a fashion show, speaking, ask and give permission, offer help, accept and decline help. Grammar, past continuous with when, models of permission, comparisons with as, pronunciation, and stressed word as, linking words together, consonant to vowel, reading and vocabulary, getting meaning from context, understanding main ideas and details, writing, pre-writing technique, make a chart, task, write an expository paragraph, skill, give suggestions which should.
Okay, any question regarding some word you may not understand here?
No, no, it's okay.
One. Let's read this.
Video listening, watch the video and answer questions about the information and ideas. Learn more about body language and other cultural aspects of the video. Vocabulary, learn the meanings and usage of these idioms like cheer up, go for it, hang in there, have a heart, lighten up, play it by ear, keep cool, stick to your guns, wait and see, watch out. Speaking, learn expressions you can use to ask permission. Do you mind if I look at that? Okay, offer help. Is there anything else I can do for you? And grammar, learn to express yourself using past continuous with when. I was listening when that woman called you. Models of permission. Could I speak to someone else at Kick's shoes? Comparisons with ask. She's about as tall as you are. Task listening. Listen to a fashion show. Put models on the catwalk. Pronunciation. Practice your pronunciation of unstressed words as things can be as bad as they seem. Linking words together, consonant to vowel. The news is going to be on in an hour. Reading. Read a magazine article about identity theft on the web. Research websites of organizations that help victims of identity theft. Write a paragraph about what a victim of identity theft should do.
Okay, great. Any question here regarding vocabulary?
Vocabulary. What is lighting up?
Which one?
Lighten up.
Lighten up. Okay, so lighten up would be to basically become more relaxed. Like take it easy.
Okay. Lighten up.
Any other one?
Play it by ear. What does it
Play
mean?
it by ear is like when you basically act like spontaneously in according to a situation.
Okay.
Act spontaneously, yes.
Okay, and stick to your guns.
That means stick to your own opinion, to your own facts. Like, to stick to your guns, that means to your beliefs. Stick to your beliefs, basically.
Okay.
Other one?
No, that's all.
Okay, great. Let's move on. I'm gonna sign this. Okay, so today is Thursday, so we're gonna have classes tomorrow, Sunday 3, 4, Okay. So basically, okay, I will assign you all the homework for Monday. Is that okay?
All the
So that you
homework
have time.
of Thursday, Saturday, and well,
Thursday,
Wednesday,
tomorrow, and Sunday.
Friday.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be
Okay.
for Monday. No, we don't have class on Monday. It's gonna be for Tuesday, right?
Okay.
Tuesday. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm gonna send you everything right now for Tuesday. This, everything basically from C1 and C2 for Tuesday. Reading, writing. C1, vocabulary, grammar, speaking, tasks, pronunciation, reading, and writing. Great. I'll send this for Tuesday. We have here at 2 p.m. So it's gonna be this time for me. Great.
No, teacher, I had a question of pronunciation.
Yes.
With I want to write with
Which one?
with these words, these and these. I don't know how to pronounce.
These and these. These and these. Okay, so they're basically pronounced the same. These and these. I don't see any difference, to be honest, with these two.
Mm.
The only difference is that one precedes the singular and the other one it's like plural, right? But in
Right.
terms of pronunciation, I wouldn't see like a difference. Of course, there's like a slight difference. Okay, like this would be like shorter. The first one would be shorter. This, and the other one would be like these. The first one is this, and the other one would be these. But in reality, there's not much of a difference, to be honest with you. In theory, yes. The first one is this, like kiss. Kiss. The first one is like this, like kiss. And the other one would be these, like these, or like keys. Okay. Let me write this here.
It's not kind of relevant. It's not.
No, it's not relevant, but let me show you. There's a slight difference. Can you pronounce the first one?
This kiss.
Those only keys. Can you pronounce keys?
Kiss.
And the other one?
Kiss.
Basically the same, right?
Yeah.
But this one is kiss and the other one is keys. It's more like key, right?
Keys. Okay. Okay.
It's the same. This and these. The same,
Yes.
practically.
But both are for things that are near me, right?
Yes, these, but this is for singular.
Yeah.
These iPhone, let's say, or these cell phones would be for plural.
These. Okay. Okay.
Okay, great.
That
Let's
was
move
my
on. Okay, so let's watch the video. Okay, can you please read this?
Talia has found Nick from the Gower building. Talia was angry and told Nick that she couldn't find Jackie Baker. Nick is now upset and worried. He rushes down to the building to look for Jackie Baker. Look at the picture, predict. What do you think Nick finds out from the receptionist? There's no Jackie Baker in the building. The receptionist overheard Nick's conversation with Talia. Talia is waiting for Nick, and the receptionist is a soccer fan. I don't know, maybe that the receptionist is a soccer fan.
Maybe it's two. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe the receptionist is a soccer fan. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe there's no Jackie Baker in the building. Also.
Okay. These two then. Okay, let's watch.
Hello. Jackie Baker, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, but there's no Jackie Baker here.
Do you mind if I look at that?
Not at all. Have a look. Let me guess. You're Nick.
That's right. How did you know?
Oh, you're famous around here.
Oh. Do you follow soccer?
Soccer? No, never watch it. I was listening when that woman called you. I overheard everything.
Well, that's great.
She was really angry. Well, I've seen angry before, but she was like really irate.
I know. I was there. Say, do you know what time it is?
Nearly 5. I was just getting ready to leave when you arrived.
It's probably too late anyway. The news is going to be on in an hour.
Okay, so I guess it's number 1 and number 2. There's no Jackie Baker.
Mhm.
And the reception overheard Nick's conversation with Talia. Okay, let's watch the second one. Okay, can you please read everything here?
Nick continues to talk with the receptionist. He's still trying to find Jackie Baker. Look at the picture. Nick is describing Jackie Baker to the receptionist. Predict. What do you think Nick might say? She has long black hair and she wears glasses. Maybe.
Okay. Let's see.
So, Nick, is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes, maybe. Could I speak to someone else at Kicks?
Excuse me.
Kicks Shoes? May I speak to someone else at Kicks Shoes? You know, Kicks Shoes, the new startup company?
Sorry, Nick, but there's no Kick Shoes here either. In fact, I'd never even heard of them before today.
I don't understand. You mean they don't have an office here?
No, I'm afraid not. But cheer up. Things can be as bad as they seem.
No?
Maybe you could describe this Jackie Baker to me.
Great, thanks. She's about as tall as you are. She's got long black hair. She wears glasses. She was wearing a blue suit when I met her here. She looked like a serious executive.
And she's got blue eyes?
Yes, do you know her?
No. I was just trying to help, you know, like a sketch artist on a cop show. Sorry, I didn't mean to get your hopes up. I don't know her at all.
Okay, so she's tall, no. She has long black hair, yes. She wears glasses, yes. Oh, this one also. She was wearing a business suit.
Mhm.
Okay, those 3. Let's continue, please. Let's do past continuous with when.
Hi there. I was thinking about today's lesson when you logged in. Today, we're going to learn about the past continuous with when. Let's begin.
Okay, let's please read.
We use a past continuous with when to talk about an activity that was already in progress when something else happened. Notice that we use a simple past after when. The receptionist said, I was getting ready to leave when you arrived. This means that the receptionist started getting ready before the visitor arrived. Mhm.
Okay, let's read number 2.
The time clause, the part of the sentence with when, can come at the beginning or end of the sentence. When the time clause comes at the beginning of a sentence, we need a comma after the time clause. I was getting ready to leave. You arrived. When the time clause comes at the end of a sentence, there is no comma. I was getting ready to leave. You arrived. I think, well, there's a mistake. Well, notice that the meaning doesn't change when you change the order of the 2 parts of a sentence. The 2 sentences both mean that the receptionist started getting ready to leave before the visitor arrived. Teacher, if you're talking, I can't hear you well. No, can't hear you. No, no.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yes. No.
Yes, right. Okay. So we use the past continuous to talk about an activity with when that was already in progress when something else happened. I was playing soccer when you called. Or I was painting when he arrived. Or I was driving when you send me a text. Okay, so basically when we use the past continuous with when to talk about an activity that was in progress. We use the simple past after when. Okay, so this was in progress when this happened. But I can also use it backwards like this. When you called, I was playing soccer. When he arrived, I was painting. And I was driving when you sent a text, send me a text. So basically, when you use like this when before, like this clause that contains when before the other clause, you need to place a comma. But when you use when at the end, you don't need to place a comma here. Okay, so here no comma, and here you need a comma. Okay, I don't know if you have any questions until here.
Not sure. It's okay.
Great, let's move on. Yes. I was getting ready to leave when you arrived. Yes, so this is what I told you about the commas.
Yeah.
Okay, so any other question?
No, it's okay.
This is wrong. Okay, let's move on. Let's read past continuous with when.
Notice the difference in meaning between these two sentences. When the phone rang, the receptionist was leaving. This means that first the receptionist started to leave, and then the phone rang. We use the past continuous to show that one action was already in progress when the other action happened. When the phone rang, the receptionist left. This means that first the phone rang, and then the receptionist left. We use the simple past in both clauses to show that one action happened after the other action.
Yes. So here, like, let's use the other example. When you called, I was I started to eat, or I was eating. Called, I ate. So the first one, when you call, I was eating. That means that before you call, I was already eating, right? I was eating and then you called. But when you called, I ate. That means that first you call and then I ate. Okay. Or let's say, you arrived. I was playing soccer. When you arrived, I played soccer. I played soccer. So the first one means that when you arrived, I was already playing. Second one is when you arrived, I played soccer. That means that you arrived first and then I played. I started playing soccer then. Okay, I don't know if there's a question here or not.
So the verb in the sentence with when finish finish before the second action.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's move on then. Let's see models of permission.
Teacher, I hear you kind of low volume.
Now
Yeah, but
it's better? Okay, let's continue.
Hi, how are you today? Do you mind if I open the window? It's a little warm here today. Could I ask you to wait just a second? Thanks. We use do you mind and could to ask permission. Let's look at these and some other ways to ask permission.
Okay, let's read, please.
Number one, we use may, could, and can plus a subject and the base form of the verb to ask for permission. Nick says, may I speak to someone at Kicks? Could I speak to someone at Kicks? Can I speak to someone at Kicks? May is more formal than could and can. Can is the less formal.
Then let's continue.
Okay. Number two, we often use please to ask for permission more politely. Please can go before the base form of the verb. May I speak to someone at Kicks? May I please speak to someone at Kicks? I think it's. Please
Yes.
can also go at the end of the question. When this happens, we use a comma before please. May I speak to someone at Kicks, please?
That's great. Okay, so here we use may, could, or can, plus the subject and the base form to ask for permission. May I, could I, can I? May is more formal than could and can. Can is the least formal. Okay, so this is the most formal, number two, and this is the least formal. Okay, so you could say like
I think in previous lessons we said that may, might, and could are the same. I think, or I'm confusing.
yes, but that was when you're talking. Here you're asking for permission.
Okay.
It's different.
Right. That
Okay,
was for
so
possibility, right?
yeah, the other one was for possibility. Yes, with possibility that was the same, but for permission they're not.
Yeah.
One is more formal than the other.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Okay, so let's and then we use please to ask for permission more politely. Please can go before the debate, as you said. May I please speak? Or please can go at the end of the question. With please, really, you don't really write please in the writing section in the TOEFL. So please is more for speaking, right? So writing, you don't usually write with please unless you are quoting somebody. Okay, but anyways, you can use it at the beginning before the base form of the verb, or you can use it after with a comma before, please, at the end of the question, right? May I speak to someone at Kicks, comma, please? Any questions here?
But it is correct to write please before the verb.
Yes, it's correct. Both of them are
Okay.
correct. Both
Okay.
of them are correct. Here's one more example. May I see your passport, please? Okay. Any questions?
No, it's okay.
Okay, great. Let's move on to number 3 and 4. Hold on. Yes, there you go.
Okay, number 3. We usually answer questions about permission with words like yes, sure, certainly, of course, and go ahead. Nick says, could I ask you a question? Sure. We can use may or can in short answers about permission, but we never use could. Could I look at the directory? Yes, of course you can. We do not say yes, you could. Number 4, we can also use do you mind to ask for permission. Expressions with do you mind are followed by if plus a sentence. Do you mind if? Do you mind is very polite. We do not use please with do you mind.
Okay, so here we usually answer questions about permission with words like yes, sure, certainly, of course, go ahead. Could I, may I? Sure, certainly, of course. We can also use may or can in short answers about information, but we never use could. Could I look at the directory? You don't say yes, you could.
Mhm.
Yes, of course you can. Okay, so this would be like very sarcastic.
Yes.
Okay, so there's another difference, but this is responding to a permission question. And also, we can also use do you mind to ask permission. Expressions like this are followed by if plus a sentence. Do you mind if is more polite? It's very polite. You don't use please with do you mind. Okay, so I don't know if you have any questions here.
Do you mind? It also can be used with the verb plus ing, right?
Do you mind calling me? Yes, that's right.
It's the same. That is for permission, or no? That was for ordering, I think.
Do you
Okay,
mind calling me?
Yeah.
I think that it's for. Do you mind if? Yes, no, it's not for permission. It's different.
It's for a order, right? Or
Yes, it will be for yes.
It's different then.
Different, yes. It's not one to ask for permission. It's simply another type of question. Do you mind? Like, would you mind? Do you mind? It's like different.
Okay, yeah, it's okay.
Okay, any other question?
No, it's okay.
Okay, let's do number 5 and 6, please.
Number 5, we answer do you mind questions with not at all. Nick says, do you mind if I look at that? Not at all, have a look. Not at all means it's okay, you can do it. If you answer yes to a question with do you mind, you mean it's not okay. You can't do it. We can also answer a do you mind question with sure or go ahead. Number 6, when we say no to a question about permission, we usually apologize and give a reason. May I speak to someone else at Kicks? Sorry, Nick, but there is no Kicks here either.
Okay, so yes, when you answer a question with do you mind of permission, do you mind if I look at that? Not at all. That means that you don't mind. Okay, or you can say like, sure, go ahead if you want to answer positively. And when you say no about questions to a question about permission, then you need to apologize sometimes. and give a reason, right? So usually, not always. May I speak to someone else at Kicks? Sorry, but there's no Kicks here either. Okay, so you're like giving a reason to apologize. I don't know if there's any question.
No, it's okay.
Okay, great. Let's move on. Let's do this one.
Hi. I was just thinking about my friend Andrea. She's a journalist like Talia. I think she's just as smart as Talia, but she's not as ambitious. As smart as and not as ambitious are comparisons with as. Let's learn about them.
Let's read number 1 and 2.
Number 1, sometimes we want to talk about ways two people or things are the same. To talk about a similarity, we use as plus adjective plus as. The receptionist says, maybe you can describe Jackie Baker. Nick says, she's as tall as you are. Nick means that Jackie and the receptionist are the same height. And number 2, sometimes we want to talk about ways two people or things are different. To talk about the difference, we use not as plus adjective plus as. Yeah, things aren't as bad as they seem.
Okay, so here, let's see what else. Let's read number 3 also.
Okay, when the meaning is clear, we often leave out the second part of the comparison. Dean's a good player, but is he as good as Nick? Sure, he's just as good as Nick. Okay, well, in this example, Zach means Dean is as good as Nick. And
Okay, so let's do number 1. We ask people, we want to talk about ways two people or things are the same. We use as, adjective plus as. She's as tall as you are. Okay, so here you're saying that she's the same height as you are. Okay, so I'm gonna write some more examples here. Samuel is as intelligent Mark. The weather this winter is as bad as last year. My hair is not quite as fair as my sister's hair. Okay, so you have like here you can compare intelligence, you can compare the weather like with bad or long. That's also an adjective. Okay, so you're trying to compare. Sometimes you want to talk about ways two people things are different, and then you use not as bad. Things aren't as bad as they seem. Okay, so here you would say like Tom is not as tall as his brother. I am not as hungry as you are. Sally is not as nice as Jane. So here you're saying that they're different basically, right? I'm not as tall as my brother, I'm shorter. You're not as hungry, I'm not as hungry, you're more hungry than I am. Sally's not as nice as Jane. Sally's probably rude. Okay, I don't know if you have any questions here.
No, it's okay.
Great. So let's move on to number 3. When the meaning is clear, we often leave out the second part of the comparison. Lynn is a good player, but is he as good as Nick? Sure, he's just as good as Nick. Okay, so he's just as it should only be like he's just as good, right? Not as Nick,
Okay. Mhm.
because you're trying to leave out the second part. So here you like really would say, yes, he's just as good.
Mhm.
You can often leave the second part. Okay. Any questions until here? Or
If
no questions.
I want to say, uh, no, he's not as good as Nick. How do you say in a short way?
Okay, this is a good play, but is he as good as Nick? No, he's not as good.
He's
No,
not
he's not
good.
as good. He's not as good, yes.
Mhm.
Without as Nick.
And this just if I want to use that in the negative, where do you put them? Put it.
Just you don't use just in the negative. He's not as good. Or you could also say he's just not as good.
It's just not good.
Yes, you could use both because just is really emphasizing something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
just would be like just not as good. Yes, simply not as good, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, any other question here?
No, it's okay.
Okay, great. So, with that being said, we finish with C1, okay? So, let's finish here, okay? So I'm gonna do a quick poll. Any other question until here?
No, I think not. Okay.
Okay, let's please do the quick poll.
Okay.
And then,
Teacher, you said that uh uh you say that you give me my grades on Sunday, right?
yes, I'll give you your grades. Don't worry
And
about it.
until now, how many classes do we have?
Until now? Hold
Yeah.
on, I'll show you. Hold on, I think I have it.
Yeah, because I think it's 15 days, right?
Hold on, I'm gonna show you that part. I'm not sure right now, but I have it here. Here I have it. Okay, so here it is. So we have finished A9
Mhm.
yesterday, yes. So we need to finish A10. We'll finish on April 28th. Then we're gonna do A11 until May the 10th,
Okay.
A12 May the 22nd, and then January the 2nd would be A13, and A14 would be January the 13th. Okay, so we have some modules left.
Teacher, will it be possible, I mean, for example, on this week, I am real busy with exams.
Okay.
So it can be possible to reschedule, for example, these days to Saturday or Sunday. Would be possible?
We usually don't reschedule. Okay, that's the problem there. we choose we choose a schedule and then we stay on it. So that's the thing. We've had problems with the scheduling, so that's why we choose the schedule and we try not to move it.
Mm,
That would be the
mm,
problem there.
no, maybe 2 hours on Sunday or something like that. No?
Uh, 2 hours on Sunday.
For example.
Okay. We don't usually do the rescheduling, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I think
But
you asked
maybe
the web page, but there was a mistake there. I think that somebody answered that we could do the schedule. We don't do the rescheduling. That's why we
okay.
choose the schedule and we don't usually move it.
Okay.
What day do you have difficulties?
Sorry, excuse me.
What day do you have difficulties?
I don't know right now but I will know a week before. But maybe it's one day because I have like final exams, but in the middle of the
Okay.
term. But maybe you can assign the homework all for Monday, right? For Sunday, sorry. Right. That
Yes.
you
Yes.
can do that.
Yes, of course. But if it's only one day, I guess we can move it, but only one day. More than that, it wouldn't be possible to reschedule. We don't usually do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
because then
Okay.
it becomes a
That's good.
mess. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So if
Okay.
there's